The Angolan Civil War, 1975 to 2002. A nation torn apart. In 1975, a new nation was born. After centuries of colonial rule, Angola finally gained independence from Portugal. But freedom did not bring peace. Instead, it opened the door to one of the longest and most brutal wars in African history. A war that would last for nearly 3 decades. For generations, Angola had been under Portuguese control. But in 1974, a sudden political shift in Portugal, the Carnation Revolution, changed everything. Colonial rule collapsed almost overnight. Independence was declared. But unity among the liberation movements quickly faded, and tension began to rise. 3 powerful movements emerged, each determined to rule Angola: the MPLA, the UNITA, and the FNLA. What could have been a united future turned into a struggle for control, and soon, allies became enemies. As independence was declared, the country descended into chaos. The MPLA took control of the capital, Luanda, and declared a new government. But rival forces refused to accept it. Gunfire echoed across cities and villages. Angola had fallen into civil war. This was not just a local conflict. It became a battlefield of the Cold War. The MPLA received support from the Soviet Union and Cuba. UNITA was backed by the United States and South Africa. Foreign powers poured weapons, money, and resources into the conflict. The legacy of that war still echoes today. And troops into the conflict. Angola became a stage for global rivalry. Year after year, the war raged on. Villages burned, cities were destroyed. Millions of people were forced to flee their homes. Landmines were scattered across the land, turning everyday life into a constant danger. An entire generation grew up in the shadow of war. There were moments when peace seemed possible. Agreements were signed, promises were made. But each time, the fighting returned. Trust was fragile and easily broken. The war continued, relentless and unforgiving. By the late 1990s, the balance of power began to shift. Government forces gained ground. Then in 2002, a major turning point came. The death of UNITA leader Jonas Savimbi changed everything. Without him, the resistance weakened. The war was finally